Hi there, welcome back to the Board Game Specialist. I'm Carla.
And I'm Melanie.
And today we are talking about our 4-day Rocky Mountain retreat that we got to attend.
Yes.
So it was about 10-ish days ago that we were there. We both had an awesome time. It was great people, great games, and the food was unreal.
Isn't the food like almost like an event all of its own? Like we should go for the food.
And for me, I'm a pescatarian, so mostly vegetarian, but I eat fish, so they had set food to cater to all. So I kind of felt guilty, but I did say, I just want to know what you can do. If not, I can bring my own kind of like supplementary protein or whatnot. But they totally catered to me. I was the only vegetarian pescatarian there. There was a lot of like gluten-free, some like lactose-free and things like that. And so we kind of had our own little corner for some of the things because it was like a buffet style, but they would kind of have mine in a little area. And I'm like, is that all for me? And they're like, yep, you're the only vegetarian here.
Like so those stuffed mushrooms, like
they made these.
There's the size of your head, and they made
four of them. They made 4 for me. I'm like, okay.
They looked amazing. They looked amazing.
I did share what I could, but everything else. I mean, you guys had prime rib, but like there was buttered chicken, and a Mexican night, which I can eat Mexican every day.
Because they did breakfast, which is called brunch, right?
Yeah.
And then they did supper, and then they did dessert. And the dessert was amazing. The breakfast was amazing. And it's a good thing they didn't do a lunch because we wouldn't play at all. Like it'd be too much.
Way too much food if that was the case. So we had snacks in between, and it was perfect. It was very well. And I couldn't believe how happy the staff was there. I mean, I used to own a restaurant, and I'm like, that's not usually a happy atmosphere. Like they were so joyful and just, it was unbelievable. It was special kind of people that ran that place or that so cool. Catering or whatever, but it was awesome.
Because this was my second year attending. This was your first year. We roomed together.
Yeah.
And we slept very little.
Yeah.
Some
but not, it was pretty comfortable though. We could have slept more if we wanted to, True. It was comfortable, but
there's gaming to be done.
It's too much.
Too
much because you could go into the hall any time of day or night.
It's it's available 24. I think some people probably, not that some people were there around the clock, but I think there was somebody in there around the clock.
Maybe, but I know the one night when I was super late, I heard one guy at another table said, "Okay, let's go get a couple hours sleep and come back." So and then when we came back in the morning, they were there.
They were already there.
Had already been playing a long game, so I think he was actually for real. But no, it was fun. I slept when I came home, so it's all good.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
But
all right,
Mel has prepared a presentation of all the games we got to play together, which was the vast majority of the games we played. Just a couple we kind of played separate, not too many. But
no. So this is the most game I have fit in a presentation yet. So we're changing our format a little bit with this one because we're not, you know what? Like after we do this, maybe we'll be like, shoot, we should have done a top 9. But we're just talking about every games we played, the ones we enjoyed or didn't enjoy or whatever. We're just going to talk about it. But because we're talking about so many board games, we're not going to do as an in-depth review as we normally do. We'll touch on mechanism, but we're not going to talk a lot about gameplay. I say that now. We get talking, it might completely change. But I'm really hoping this isn't going to be like a 3-hour episode. So we're going to try to kind of
might have to put it in 2 parts. If we get too long and we're halfway through, we might do 2 parts. If
I guess. But hopefully we could just touch base on kind of a quick overview of the game and more of our experience of playing the game than a full in-depth review of the game. We'll see. You know what? We'll see. It's just because like I have wait till you see all the different segments I have in this. You can't even tell looking at it, but on my end, when it's in the editing view, there's like little squares all over this screen.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. But we also aren't necessarily going back and forth.
Right. It'll just be, you know,
it's
might
going
be a couple
to be,
games I talk about, a couple you talk about, pipe in a bit with each other, but we'll try to keep it brief.
It's mostly, or I've tried to keep it mostly in order of play.
Okay.
Right? So it's going to start with our day one there, because we were there 4 days. And it's unreal. Like after the first day, you play lots of games. After day 2, you've played like a ton of games. And then it's like, there's still 2 more days of this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So let's start with day 1. And I didn't have room to put pictures of the event itself, like like all those. So it really is just about the board game. At the end, if we have time, I might bring up a couple of pictures just to share, but I'm not going to
post them on Discord too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know what? Go join the Discord. You want to go at the inclusive or extra bonus material, go to Discord.
We have a cool little community there, so you should really come and join it. It's pretty fun.
It's been a hoot down there for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. The first game, I think it was the first game. Like it loosely follows, but the first one we have is the Druids of Edora. Now, because that was funny. Even before we were like they're setting up, they're kind of part of the first people there. We're just kind of sitting, and then this one guy that was joining is like, "Oh my god, this game's amazing! It's the best game ever! You gotta play this with me! It's the best game ever!" And he hadn't even played it yet.
He was so funny. This was one of the ones I had wanted to play, like when I saw the list.
Yeah.
And yeah, as he was teaching us, he kept saying, "Isn't it awesome? Isn't this amazing?"
In his defense,
let's play.
I kind of felt like it was. This was a really cool game.
I really
and it's
liked
a
it.
Stefan Fell game. And here it is in all of its glory.
Yeah, I had looked at this game before, and I thought that it was going to be majority of it would be area control. That's just like a part of the game. There's so many different mechanics in this game. There is a little bit of area control, but you are moving around, collecting resources, and then you're kind of moving up all these little tracks on your player board. And then you have another little separate player board where you're trying to get better actions, like improve your actions. And it was just a really neat way how they put it all together.
And it's funny, we all played this one very different. Like I went ahead and got like bonus actions that would trigger and then didn't really apply them. So I think I was dead last in this game by quite a bit. Did you lap me or you were about to lap me?
I don't remember.
I did so bad. But then there was also like these ones that you could fill in, and you had filled that completely that gave you tons of points. And because I had skipped ahead and cheated, I hadn't moved along that one track, so I didn't get those tracks. And then I was almost not on the board either. Like I was very much like, this is how you don't play this game. But I liked it. It was really cool.
It's really neat. There's a lot of things going on, but it was still, once it was taught and we played it, it kind of all made sense.
Yeah.
Like there was, a whole bunch of different mechanics in here, but really neat game. And yeah, if you're thinking like I was that it's when you've kind of seen, videos of it, that it's strictly or mostly an area control, that's just a part of the game. That's not the whole thing. And it's not even terribly mean as a area control one, but
no, honestly, it really not, because everybody could go in the same location. It's just whoever has the bigger number has the advantage. But then there were ways to mitigate that and go and change these numbers, and you're trying to create path, and you're ideally do those paths first. But this was a very neat, interesting game.
Yeah, it just needs a solo mode now, and it would be absolutely perfect. But I'm sure there'll be a fan-made one soon. So, yeah.
Sounds good. So that was our first game, the Druids of Edora. Then we played Coffee Rush. So Bree was also attending this weekend. This was her first time attending as well. So we ended up playing together quite a bit. I've got to say, us women were quite outnumbered at this event. Like Malcon, Cartreat, we're 50-50, if not more women than women. This one, I think there was 7 women total, and there was 35 attendees. So we're a little outnumbered. So, but we ended up playing together quite often as well.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee Rush, you had played this one before.
Yes, I have this one.
This was my first time. Biggest takeaway with this one for me is the components. They are beautiful. You have these little plastic cups. I'm not a coffee fan, but you have these little plastic cups and you move around on the board, landing or passing on the different ingredients, and you get to collect that and you put them in the cups to kind of create the order. Now, what this kind of like main mechanism I would say of this one is chaos. If you are a barista, I would assume, I've never been a barista, it gets chaotic having all these orders that you're trying to fulfill. And every time somebody fulfills an order, everybody else needs to take another order. And these orders shift down every time. And if they don't get complete in time, they go into like your negative pile. And that's, no, you kept putting them in negative pile, even though you.
I know. I'm like, wait, I thought I had about 4 of those done, and I kept putting them in the wrong side. But I think we fixed it. It was.
We did.
Yeah. It's neat though, because you do feel like a barista, because the orders come in, you're like, oh, this is easy, I can do that. All of a sudden, as soon as everybody else completes an order, you get more. So they just keep coming and coming, and there's levels at where they are. And once they move down to level 4, if you don't complete them that round, they are angry customers, and they go in the negative pile.
Yeah. But then getting your completed orders, you can trade those in for special abilities, which gives you ways of getting more ingredients so you can complete more recipes, but you still only have the 3 cups. Like, you can't pre-plan, and you can't hold on to these ingredients for the next round if they're not in a cup. It was very interesting.
Yeah. So there's some little thinking to it. It's like a simple rules game, but one of those where you're like, okay, I still gotta kind of plan this out for this round, next round, and maybe the round after. Yeah, it's a neat little one. There's like a little cake expansion that looks kind of cool. I don't know how.
Let's add more chaos.
Yeah,
to the chaos.
It might maybe help you, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Just distract them with cake so it moves them up.
Shove cake in their mouth. Be another 10 minutes for your drink.
That's funny. But I mean, like, overall, this is a very light game. It plays very quick, but it was neat. Perfect. All right, so that was Coffee Rush. Then we played Saltfjord. I have been struggling with the pronunciation of this one.
I think it's Saltfjord.
Saltfjord.
I think that's somewhat of how you say it, but yeah.
You know, I have mastered 2 languages. Let's not push it with 3. But you've talked about this game lots.
I do. I really love this game. I have it. But let's hear your opinion of it, because everyone knows my opinion.
First of all, I want to bring this up. Me and you played it. Then we had Bree and Raven play it with us. And Raven is newer to modern board game. And it was definitely 2 games being played. Like, me and you were quite a bit in the lead compared to Bree and Raven. And I felt bad because I don't want to play where I'm crushing somebody. I don't get fun out of that, because I want them to want to continue playing with me. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh no. It's like, and it just, because there's a lot going on with this one. Like, so if you're not avid gamer, it could be like you would have to be exposed to this one a couple of times before you would grasp the whole thing. I've definitely felt that over the weekend on some of the games anyways. Yeah. But you have these dice that you're drafting, and So you like roll the dice. Each round more dice gets added, and based on what you roll, they go in different sections. There's some orange one, there's some white ones, and that's going to determine which row you're going to activate. It took a while to kind of grasp that you activate the whole row, but your dice stops and blocks where it ends. Then the next time, if you're going to activate something where there's a dice, it's not going to activate that particular thing there, but it's going to activate past it. And I think that created confusion on where you were going to add different things, because each round you're also adding different things onto your board, and then collecting from the river, and then you kind of go down the river, and you can keep choosing to go down the river, and at some point you can kind of like, hey, I'm going back, and when you go back, depending on how far you make, how many points you get. This game was really, really neat. Mm-hmm. And the upgrading, and then we all had different abilities that we could do. I could upgrade a wood into a grain, like wood into flour if I want, because I could control material. Everybody had something a little bit different that kind of gave you a bit of an advantage over others. And then you could upgrade your own player so that you could activate better actions as well. And I had gotten up on all of that. I think both of us had gotten up on all of that. I was concentrating a lot on the river and just maximizing that. But it was really neat. It's one of those, there's all sorts of stuff going on in there. You're collecting tiles, you're placing tiles, there's activating, engine building, there's just a bunch of stuff going on, but it just comes together really well. And even though Raven and Bree both enjoyed this game,
they still had fun.
It was just if you're playing with different skills, you might end up a little bit kind of spread out. Was there a catch-up mechanism? I don't recall that there was.
No,
really.
Not in this one. This was a remake of Santa Maria, so that when they remade it, they changed the theme completely, and it just flows so much better in this one. But it's a fun game to play because you get to do so much on your turn. But it's not long turn. Sometimes they're long turns, but typically you do a bunch of things, but you get a bunch of stuff. And I think that just feels good on a turn to get lots, and then next turn you're like, oh, I got this stuff, so I could do that or that or that. And it's really enjoyable. I really like these designers. They're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that one was cool for sure. Mm-hmm. So that is, you say it.
Saltfjord. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think that's how I've seen it on most reviews. That's how they say it, because the J is silent, but it's like a fjord kind of thing.
Yeah, and someone said replace the J as if it's a Y, but we know I'm wrong. So yeah. Alrighty. After that, we played Rebel Princess. Now, Rebel Princess, we've talked about on our episode quite often. It's made our list on quite a few top nines. I can't remember who all we played with it. Was there any new players that had not played Rebel Princess before that played with us that day?
I'm trying to think. We had 5-player count, so I don't think so. I think everybody had played there because we played with 3 gentlemen.
Yeah.
And it was 5 of us, right? Yeah. No, I think.
But it's cool because even though both of us have played this many times, I think everybody at the table did Bruce play with us this one? Yeah. Because if he did, I don't know that he had played it before. I think it was new for him.
Yeah, but he picked up games.
Bruce was an older gentleman, gamer.
I'm going to say around 70. And oh my gosh, was he...
He outplayed everybody, no matter what style of game that he played. Yeah. He could just adapt to
and pick
everything.
It up like that. And he was one of the latest guys there at night and the first in the morning.
He doesn't sleep.
He's like a robot. Someone said, Bruce, don't you sleep? He goes, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
It was amazing to play with him. Yeah. But yeah, with this one, but what I was saying, even though it's most of us had been exposed to this game was still felt really fresh because the cards that came up were new cards. Each time you play, you'll play with a different princess that gives you a different ability. Or you could pick the same princess, but you have a princess that changes your ability. And then there's a different card for each round that changes a little bit of what you're trying to do this round. And it kind of changes the feel of it. Like, so it keeps this game very fresh. But otherwise, this is a trick-taking game. It plays very much like Hearts. And you're just trying to avoid proposals. Those are the hearts, the prince proposals, because they're not invited to the party, but they're crashing the party because they want to propose for some reason. And it's such a great, great game.
Yeah, it's a great trick-taking game. And yeah, I was keeping score, and actually Bruce won. I remember now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He won
most of the games we played with him. And others said the same. They're like, oh, Bruce is probably going to lap everybody.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
All righty. So after Rebel Princess, we moved on to Shapely.
Oh,
so this is a game that was being played next to us when we're playing a game, and then it got brought over. It's like, hey, let's give this a try. This is definitely a party game.
Well, and it's brand new. I don't think it's even available. I think Brent somehow got a copy of this because I just seen a review on it, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I seen like a pre-order or something. So we were lucky to be able to play this, but it was really cool.
It was a neat one for sure. Yeah. So it's almost like you're playing, well, like you're going to have a word. And you have these odd shapes that magnetically holds on to your little screen here. And you're going to try to put these shapes together to create your word. As you can see on my board there, this is obviously a tornado. And
so clear.
Right? But once you complete your shape, you also place your token on what you would like to get this round. Now, if the first, the first in line you're going to be, you're going to get like bonus points. So it's good. 2 bonus points or 1 bonus point. Then afterwards, you would get like an extra word or extra pieces that you would have for next round. So you have like 2 words to pick from, or you have extra pieces that you can work with, and so on. Because every round you lose one of those little pieces as well. Now, the advantage of being first, you get the bonus points. The advantage of being later in the round is some of these words have been picked out, so there's a better likelihood that somebody is going to guess what you're creating with your superly weird put together clumps. And then you might get more points kind of that way. It was interesting. It was funny when you're looking and be like, yeah, this is nothing. I don't know. It's like, what were you doing? It's like, okay, wait till you see what I was working with.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. Like, it was one of those just fun, abstract party game almost, right? Kind of. And for those people that don't like drawings because they say they don't have any drawing skills, nobody has skills for this. So it's like puts everybody on an even skill here. But it was so neat.
It was fun. Yeah, that was a good one.
And I think that was our last one of day 2. So we're on to day 3 now. Day 3, day 2. This was day 1.
Oh, yeah, that was day 1.
No, okay. Don't listen to me. That was day 1. We're on day 2 now. Just listen to what I mean, not to what I say. And then we started with Tournay. So, because we recently played Trois, me and you, with the dice, and it was a lot of fun. And Tournay is kind of like a card version of that game, from what I understand. And I mean, like, it's very blah looking, very beige, even though there's more like orange and yellow, but if you mixed it together, it'd be beige. But it was neat. It was interesting. Like, you're creating a grid out of these cards you're going to acquire. You're activating these different things, but instead of activating them with dice, you have like these little workers that you can assign, and kind of as you add stuff to your thing, like you can assign them to some of those locations as well. So very loosely, you can see the resemblance of the theme, but the gameplay is very different from Trois.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just has some of the same iconography, but kind of the same feel of, just some of the buildings and stuff, but yeah, completely different play. But
Mm-hmm.
still pretty neat. I really liked
It
it.
was very neat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them both for different things. I find Trois probably feels probably a little bit more mean as you're playing. This one, I
Yeah.
don't think you get into each other's way as much.
Well, you can use each other's people, like their meeples,
Yeah.
and you pay them, but not other
Mm-hmm.
than you use dice and trois. But it doesn't feel as,
It
I don't know.
doesn't.
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe with more people, you would end up using more of others, but
Maybe it would just
yeah, it
be
doesn't
really
feel as
super
mean.
nice to me this turnaround, and you didn't with Trois. But yeah, no, it was very interesting. I did like we can see if you're watching on YouTube. Breakfast happened in the middle of this game,
Yeah.
so we put Carla's glasses on. Like we're putting the glasses here as a reminder. It's your turn when we come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
That's what
that
I
was
do
the
when I solo game. When
yeah.
I like
Oh, I
have to
guess
take a
right.
break, I just stick my glasses on closest to the AI or my turn so I know where I left off kind of thing. It's my rule.
There you go, it works. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that was Tournay. I had not heard of this one actually, but yeah, it was neat.
Yeah.
Then after that, we went on to Dimension.
Oh
Had
yeah,
you
I
played
don't
this
think I
one
knew.
before?
Oh yeah, I played it. I
I loved it.
Cherry has it, so we've played it lots.
Nice. It's very interesting because each round, and you play multiple rounds, but each round you flip different cards that's going to have different rules. And it could be you need to have more orange than blue, or your black can't be touching your green, or a different combination of different rules. And then you have like so much time to try to put together these balls and stack them in pyramid shape, trying to follow this rules. And almost every time I'm like, hey, good. Wait, no, I broke the rule. Wait, no, again. It's like you kind of go back and refix it. But then if you're able to build the full pyramid and follow all the rules, you get a bonus token
Mm-hmm.
that gives you what extra points at the end. I think the more of those you have, the more points, bonus
Yeah.
points there are. But then you also score your pyramid each time. For each rule you followed, you got points. You lost point if you broke a rule, and there's different things in play. But it was so satisfying and so fun. And it looks amazing. Like you looking at all these bits, like, what's going on here? This is one that if I come across, I'm taking home. I want this.
Yeah, I figured you'd like this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Me
got
and my
some
little
deduction
puzzles.
in it and yeah, puzzly and it's timed, so you have to do it quick. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun one.
It was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Dimension. And then we went on to Moon Colony Bloodbath.
This was fun. I really liked this one. I kind of passed it over just cave. Obviously it's space themed, but the components and stuff aren't the greatest. Like it's very
No, yeah.
I don't know, not like they're not terrible, but it just doesn't look like it's a real
It's
deep
not one
thinking
that
game
you would
kind of
walk
thing.
by and it would
Yeah,
pull
and
you
go,
back. You say,
ooh, what's
whoa,
this? Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But there had been so many good reviews, and I mean, you had this game. I think 2 or 3 other people had this game there. So we punched out your game, played it,
Yeah.
and then we were taught it. Was it Bree that taught us this game?
Raven
Bree?
and
Bree and Raven, I think, kind of both, right? Because that's who we played
yeah.
with.
Well,
Yeah.
or was Brent playing this one?
Oh,
too?
Brent was playing. Maybe Bree wasn't playing this.
I don't think Bree was
people?
playing this.
Okay.
I think it was me, you, Raven, and Brent.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
Brent
So
and
Brent
Raven
taught
was
us this
teaching
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a cool game. You are just kind of basically building up an engine and then slowly tearing it down and everybody's tearing theirs down because you get to gather a bunch of things and build some buildings and then all of a sudden really bad things happen and they just keep getting worse and worse and you're just trying to minimize the damage. And basically whoever ends up with either the most people left or the least amount of damage, is basically the winner.
Because as soon as somebody loses all their population,
Yeah,
it ends the
that
game.
ends the game. Yeah.
And I think it was me.
I was gonna say, was it you? I couldn't remember who it was.
Pretty sure it was me. It's just because, and it was going good. We're going good. We've got, and then like, because you're acquiring cards that'll have buildings, and the building has certain population. Different thing happens. Maybe you need to feed them. Maybe you need to spend some credits. Maybe, but then you can buy more buildings, which is good. We're buying more buildings. We have more population. You can also have just population that kind of builds up. And there's 4 different, like you kind of got tokens. There's 4 different actions that you'll do each round. And you pick what you want to do. You know, it's like maybe I'll go get more food because I'm running low on food, or I'll go get some money, or I'll get population, or I'll draw new cards because I'm running out of cards. But then having the card sometimes is good because, well, as you're playing cards, you can kind of create an engine, but things are falling apart. You're just trying to not fall apart as fast as the other players.
Yep. Exactly.
But yeah, it was like, I was surprised with this game.
Me too.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Yeah.
And it was fast. I mean, an hour max, I think this game was.
Yeah.
Because you just go through this event deck, and you know they keep coming up, and then if you have the event deck and then your other deck, and you play that through, and then sometimes you'll have to reshuffle. But as soon as that event deck ends, that would also end the game. But we had about 2 or 3 cards left in that, I believe. Yeah. And then we just added up our people, and that was it. But yeah, it's neat. I know somebody has made some like upgraded resources and stuff for this game. I'm curious to see what those will look like. That. But yeah, you could totally do that with your 3D printing.
Yeah. Maybe, for sure. But yeah, no, it was interesting. Yeah. We played a game that was like this not too long ago. I had bought this game from you where you have all the tiles of like a Roman city or something. And
you flip Empire's End, I think it's
called. I want to say, yeah. So it had a similar mechanism, but it definitely, I preferred this version.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, so it's kind of the same thing. You're just trying to destroy yourself as slowly as you can.
Yeah.
But yes, that was Moon Colony Bloodbath. Then we played Evan and Ale. How many times have we talked about we need to play this one?
Yeah, this has been on our play to list and we didn't for a long time. Yeah, so we finally got it played. And I know you might have played it more recent than I had, but I probably was like close to 10 years, if not like 8 years ago. It feels like maybe it was like 6, but it felt like a long time ago that I played this. And I remember kind of liking it, so I wanted to retry it, but yeah, it's really cool. I really like the mechanics in this. It's a tile building game that you have like a light side and a dark side on your board, and you can place the tiles on each, and depending where you place them, one will give you money and the other will give you basically points that you get to move up your brewer and all your materials that you need to brew, because you're playing as are we actually brewers we're playing as?
We're monks who are making ale.
Brew? Okay. So it's neat because when you place your tiles down, once you surround one of these little
called village.
Like? The buildings that you surround.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just calling them village.
Oh, okay. Then you get to grab that tile and you'll get to activate these tiles around you, which will give you money or points again. But how you're moving up this track on the side of your board is you have your brewer, you have like water, yeast, hops, and different things. But you're trying to get them all evenly up, because if you only get some of them up, the lowest ones is going to be how you score. So you really need to evenly move them up and get your brewer as far as possible in order to have a higher multiplier for scoring. And it's tough. It's not like easy to get those all up there, because you usually want to put them in the money, because money is
you're so always out of money.
Yeah, so it's like, if I put this 4 here and when I activate it, I'll get like $8 for it. Because you got double money, didn't you, when you collected or something? Why am I thinking double? Oh, that's
No,
when you
because
pay.
one side, if you're
Right.
building on the light side, you pay double than if you're building on the dark
it's
side.
the points, right?
Yeah.
But so you can collect money, and you'd want to do that, but if you don't move up your tokens, you're gonna have a really low end game score. And then there's a
Yeah.
central board, which how we draft the tiles and things is like a rondelle, a one-way rondelle each round. And so you can collect these tiles, or you can collect monks, and monk tiles kind of activate things around it too. And then you can collect end game scoring, like the barrels. So it's neat because if you're the first player to go, you don't want to go too far, because if you do go too far, you're going to be waiting for a while for your turn, because if everybody just slips in behind you, they're going to go
Yeah.
again before you. So it's some really cool mechanics here. This is a Kiesling and Kramer, isn't it?
Let me
I
bring it
believe.
up
I'm gonna have
here.
to look at.
It is, yeah, Michael Kiesling.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Michael Kiesling and Andreas Schmidt.
Okay, so Kiesling's involved in this, but it is a heavier one for him. Him and Kramer usually have sort of a medium, a light to medium type of game, but this is probably one of his heavier ones that he's done, but it's really neat. I would love to see this remade into like a deluxe version or something, because it's a really cool game. I
True.
really enjoy it. 'Cause I don't know if this is even available anymore. Like, you've had your copy for a
Oh,
while,
I've
right?
had my copy a long time.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
just gonna look.
one that you see on the marketplace often.
No.
Yeah,
Or on the used
nice.
market, you don't see it.
Yeah.
Probably because it's such a
So,
cool game.
yeah, if you have it, what would you get rid of it? It's an amazing game. So, but yeah, I'm glad we got this one to the table. I'm so glad we got it played. So that was Heaven and Ale.
Yeah.
And then we played Kingdom Crossing. So this was your game, your copy.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at it, this is a game that, like, you're moving around on the map. Depending on where you move, where you land, what you activated, which tile, like which cards you can get. Components are amazing.
Yeah, it's very cute.
And it has this really neat track that scores, and you're trying to build up and move up on the score so that the cards you've collected score the most. Everything about this game works, yet there was
all were just like, oh, it's just okay. Like, nothing was super exciting about it. It was, what?
And I want to say real quick, I'm notorious for playing a game, feeling mad about it, and I play it again, and then it's the most amazing game ever.
Yeah.
True. So I really can't say for sure until I play this one again, because everything about it just seemed like it was great, and it made sense, and it should be so good. And for some reason, it was okay.
Yeah.
But it should have been, like, to look at it, to explain it, for everything, it should have been so good. I can't point out why I didn't love this more.
I know. It was weird because we all played it. We all did. I think it was close. I don't even remember the scores, and then at the end, I was like, I don't know about this one. Because I had only played it solo. So I wanted to play it with a group, and we played it at full player count, but maybe we'll have to play it again before I sell it. Because, I mean, looking 100%. At it again, I'm like, oh, it looks so neat. Like, the mechanics are all things we like to do.
Exactly.
Move up tracks, worker placement, collect cards, tableau building. Like, it's all stuff we like. But
planning where you're going, because every time you crossed a bridge, you had to kind of put a little pawn there and show that you've blocked it out. Yeah. And you had to kind of come up with other ways to kind of come back, or use the hot air balloon, or I don't know.
These bridges. Maybe we were just hungry or something. I don't know.
Honestly, like, it's a lot of gameplays, and to put a game in that kind of environment where it's like, okay, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
This one, I don't want to say I didn't like it, because I suspect second play of it, I might love it.
Yeah. Because I didn't think it was bad, but I was just
it was not a bad game. Like,
sure.
It was not a bad game.
Yeah. This might need another play.
Yeah.
Before I choose to sell.
Or is it too deluxify for what it was? Is that what it was?
I don't think so. I mean,
know. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. But yes, so that was Kingdom Crossing. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, it's one that the table presents, people stop by and say,
yeah.
ooh, what is this one?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
yeah.
cute. Yeah.
All right. After that, we played Mistborn, a deck
Mistborn.
building game. Yes. So this one is very much a deck building game. It was interesting where each player have their own, like, well, we all have the same metal that you can activate your cards with, and you can kind of push a little bit where you can flare your metal, but then the metal doesn't reset unless you have something that allows you could like discard a card to reset. So you're giving up on a future kind of potential of action to maximize your current action.
Right.
And then one thing I got to say with this one is it was confusing to keep track. Like things can shift around. Like which level am I at? Oh, did that get shifted? Did I move the wrong guy? Like there was and each turn you move your training token. Did I move that? Where are you at? But you can have things that allows you to move it extra. So that was a little fidgety and confusing. It's like, wait, did I train? I think I trained. Oh, wait, no, you're ahead. Oh, you did something extra. Okay, I guess I'm here. Like that aspect, I think, got a little fidgety, I would say. Artwork wise, like, I don't know, I didn't pay close attention. Like, I don't know that I've looked at the pictures
that like the cards were very kind of dark art, not meaning like the dark arts, but just
not like dark theme, but just muted colors kind of thing, maybe. Yeah, so I don't remember paying attention to the artwork at all. The gameplay is a satisfying deck building game. You know, it's a satisfying deck building game. Yeah.
Have your protectors out there before people can attack you, kind of thing.
Stuff like that. I would put this in the like Star Realms, Euro Realms range. Like it plays similar to that. It didn't blow me away.
No, yeah.
Also,
I was hoping it would, but
I never read Mistborn, so I don't have any like, it's just like the book. I love the book. So the theme was completely wasted on me just because I'm not familiar with it. But it was a good deck building game. And it definitely brought something unique with all the elements or all the metals that you can activate, and it made sense. Like I would tend to try to go for the same metal quite a bit so that I could activate, and then if you activate this, it activated this. So there's quite a bit of engine building that could happen depending on what you were acquiring. I think at first we were seeing a lot of the same metal as well. So this was our first time playing this brand new, just freshly punched game. And I don't think it was super well shuffled either.
Right.
But it was neat. Mistborn, the deck building game. It's another one that if I read the books, I might completely change my mind on it.
A little different.
Or playing it some more, it might change my mind on this as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a first learn.
Yeah. A lot of it was this weekend.
Yeah, you played a lot of brand new games. Like you barely played any you knew, right? I had taught some of my games, but the games of yours we play were like your
I taught mostly my Shuff of Shame stuff. Mostly,
So you were learning all weekend.
You know what? It might have taken its toll on some of the games where it was like,
I wonder. Now I'm thinking about that. This was like the end of kind of midday on day 2. I wonder if these two we were just kind of like, like our brains were burnt out, but we still wanted to keep playing. So it could have totally been that.
We 100% could have done this to ourselves. This is what we picked to bring. So, all right. Next, we played Zenith. No, we didn't. I shouldn't have put this on the list.
Oh, that's okay. You did. I went for a walk.
Yeah. And I played this with Bree. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have put this on here.
Oh, that's totally fine. No, I know I had decided I need to get some fresh air. So someone was like, I want to teach this game. I have 2 copies. I'm like, oh, and there was like 5 of us. So I'm like, oh no, you guys play.
You can play this copies into team, and there were sets up. Oh, I'd love to play it as teams, and we ended up playing just 2 single games anyways. And I played with Bree. It's still a great tug of war game. It was satisfying. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we've got so many to talk about, and we've talked about it not that long ago. One thing that was kind of cool, he had like upgrade, 3D printed kind of storage for everything. That was neat. Really neat. But playing it again, I definitely enjoyed it kind of just as much. So second play, this is still a very solid game.
Yeah.
And look at the nice bright colors.
Yeah. Yeah, it went from dark to bright.
Yeah. Right. All right. So we'll pass on Zenith, and then let's get going with our next one, which was Duck and Cover.
Oh yeah. This one had been talked about, with content creators over and over and over, and I kind of looked at it, I'm like, this just looks like the simplest, like silliest game. So I got it.
And 100% it is.
It is, but it's so fun.
It is. Right? You know what? And I've got it. It arrived today. Yeah. Those is like, this is just ridiculously fun. I must have this.
Yeah.
It's super simple. You can teach this to anybody and everybody. You can pull this out at any time. You could play this, honestly, I'm pretty sure, just with a couple deck of cards.
Yeah, because it's you just use the 12s and there's a 14. Oh no, I think the highest is a 12, right?
Yeah, so you would just go like the queen, right?
Right, but
you wouldn't have the specialty cards.
It's fun.
Oh, the artwork makes it just so much more fun. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, I knew I could have done it with cards. I still got it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
not easy to find.
I found a store in Nova Scotia that had it, and I hunted it down. It was, I'm just going to give them a Wired Village Games in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And I was like, must have this. It's not anywhere. Wait, Nova Scotia has it. And here it is. But because you just have like these cards, you shuffle them, you create your grid. And then one person's going to flip a card. It's going to have a number. And you can move it on top of another card. Or if it's adjacent card, or if it doesn't have one adjacent for some reason because they've been moved away, you can move it next to another one of your cards that's on there. And the goal is
either duck or you cover.
Exactly. So we're so simple.
Do 2 things. That's it. One of the 2.
And you're just trying to get your cards so you're down to 1 pile. That's the goal. Now, if somebody, this is where it got ridiculous. So let's say we've been moving things around and then we flip over and it's an 8 and we've all covered our 8. There's no 8. So if you don't have an 8, you say quack. And if everybody says quack, you discard the card and the 8, like that 8 is out of play. And then it's like, once somebody goes down to 1, you count the value of the cards, like you take a score. But it was cool.
Yeah, because if you cover up, what is it, the Elvis? I kept trying to go for Elvis because he had big points, but then if he's not the only one left, then he's gonna be negative points. So
yeah. No, it was super, super cool. I have some neighbors coming over today, and I'm hoping to play that with them. Oh
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was one of my kind of just silly, fun, must own game. Which honestly, it's not. You don't must own this. I must own this. Just because it'll be silly fun to play with the kids at the library. It'll be silly fun to play with the neighbors. It's just gonna, like, my family would play this. Like, this is just one that fits a lot of different groups. Was it our last game of the day, or did we play more?
No, because I have the list here now because I.
Oh, okay.
And I know some of them are show the next day, but that's because I didn't.
Didn't change
until the next day.
And I totally, like, if it happens before I go to bed, even though it's after midnight, I move the date to, like, the previous date. I don't let those cross over. But, okay, so then the next one we played was Otter.
Oh, this is so cute. I just love this game.
Isn't this game just so flippin' adorable?
So you and I had played it. Did you have a prototype of this, or you had somebody else's version?
Yeah, I had my friend's copy,
Right.
and then I kickstarted my own copy afterwards.
Oh, right, right. And it's still, I don't think it's available yet, but once it's available, I'll grab a copy too, because it's such a nice light card game, but it's still very satisfying. Like you are
Hmm.
basically, you have this little river where you have these three otters, and they have little requests on the top, like their head and their tail.
Yeah,
And you're basically just trying to play out your cards. So the top might say like the seashell suit, and then the bottom might say odds. So you have to play odd numbers of seashells there. Now you might have two that are odds or whatever, but you might have another suit that has like four odds. And if you flip that bottom tail, it'll turn it to that suit possibly. So you might flip that card, which makes you draw a card, but then you can play out more cards. And so you kind of can't look at the board when it's not your turn because
honestly.
things will change. You can kind of see what's on the other side of the cards, but then you can also move cards around, not just flip. But it's so fun because if you can get, there's another one where it's like play from high to low. So, if there's a 13 there and you've got like a whole bunch of low yellow cards, you're like, oh, I just need to flip that thing. But then somebody ahead of you flips that over and it says play low to high. And you're like, oh, now I got to flip two, which means we pick up more cards.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those, like I'm not Uno like, but just like very simple that
Yeah,
way,
it's
but
simple
so
for
much
sure.
better. Yeah, but and just beautiful
There's
little art. It's such cute art in this. I just loved it.
adorable. Like, I mean, Charming Games is unreal for making the most adorable
Hmm.
games. But this one, it's like it's a simple game with depth. Depth
Yeah.
still. Like it's
Yeah, you
super
still have
cool.
to, think about how to get rid of your cards fast and,
Yeah.
what kind of strategy to use. So, yeah, no, it's awesome. I love this one. Very cute.
Nice. Then after Otter, we played Earth.
Ah, yes. Earth.
This picture, I forgot to take a picture of this game the whole time I
Oh, this is my copy. Yeah, with my little
was playing
gold
this
bits.
game.
But we played a
And I
four-player
took a
game of
picture
this.
that you had posted. Yeah. And you were playing solo when you took this picture. So
Yeah.
if you're watching this on YouTube, look at this picture loosely. We played 4 players.
Yeah.
Now, because we played with one of the expansion
Yeah.
that
The
added
seed.
seeds.
Yeah.
And we had a quick teach about what the expansion did. And we're about to start. And I was like, wait, guys, I've only played Earth once and it was really badly taught. I don't know how to play.
Right.
And one of the drawback I have with this game specifically is because the active player does the action, everybody does the sub action, so everybody's playing at the same time. It's really hard to pick up on how to play this game because you can't watch other person's turn and okay, now it's my turn. I have an understanding. So for the first half of the game, I'm like, I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, because
what are you
typically
gonna
it's
do?
nice.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's nice if you don't really know how to play to be the last player and see 3 turns.
Exactly.
And then you're like, okay, I kind of know where to start. Then you get to watch 3 more. Whereas you were just like, okay, what are you guys doing? Is this okay?
Going on?
Should I do this? Yeah.
At the end, I think I had the biggest compost pile because by what had been added to my grid was kind of engine building where it worked off what the person had to my left and it worked off what the person had to my right. And I added a lot of compost, which was my saving grace so that I didn't lose by quite as much. I'm pretty sure I still lost. I don't think I completed I completed one of the goals.
Oh, the objectives, right.
But like the objective things, like that was just kind of like, well, that's I forgot all about that. That's not even happening now. And then it was like, so it's one that if you're teaching to somebody brand new, and granted, I don't come across as a brand new player anyways.
Right.
You may want to change how you play this game and take a few rounds to kind of fully explain what you're doing and why you're doing it if you want to really concentrate on teaching the game.
Yeah.
Being that this weekend was this weekend, we didn't do it like that. That was not a problem. It's just, like I'm playing knowing that I did way better than I thought I did. Because honestly, Bruce had so many cards in his compost. I thought he had 100,000 bazillion, but I had more than he did. I also had a lot of sprouts, which I'm like, I don't know.
Did have a lot of sprouts.
There's sprouts everywhere. Yeah. There's compost everywhere. I don't know what I'm doing though. I did not grow a lot of my plants with the trunks and trees. The canopy thing. Yeah. But next time I play this now, it's going to be a different game. It's going to be a different game. It's one of those where your learning game, you have to go into it with the assumption it's going to be a throwaway game and be okay with it, right?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite games. So when Steven said, or I was like, I had just mentioned it to him, I think earlier in the day, I said, I'll play that with you any time of the day. So just let me know. And he's like, oh, okay, well, could you teach the expansion? I'm like, oh yeah, I could teach that. Just had to kind of look up a few things. And so this is one of the games I play and I'm just like, I just love it. I love everything about it. And it was funny because near the end, as we were scoring, I was like really high up in the score, kind of tied with the other two. And then I was like, ooh, and I have this one scoring card that will double my compost. I didn't have as many composts as you, but I had about 30 and Bruce had maybe about 40. And so I was like, oh, okay, I think I got him. And then he had the same card, so it doubled his. I'm like, no, I didn't think there was two of the same. So he won.
Yes. Yeah, in true Bruce fashion.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a very interesting game for sure. Yeah, awesome. Everything that works, the component, it does work, but it's not an easy learn.
No, and I don't think it's for everyone. Like some people, I know, remember Sam from Flipsided Games?
Yeah.
He's like, this is work to me. This is like work. Because me and JD love this game. And he's like, yeah, I look at this and go like, this just seems like too much work. But like, oh, it's fun. So it's definitely not for everyone, but it's definitely for me. And I think, the next time you play it, you would totally catch on.
I think it'll be a different experience next time as well.
Yeah.
There'll be less
especially
despair.
From your first experience when your brother just put it on the table and said, okay, let's play.
Well, basically, in this game, we're going to create a 3x3 or 4x4 grid. Let's start. Wait.
What?
I think something's missing.
Yeah.
So it was a better teach than that. Yeah. But, yeah. All righty. The one that we played after this was Everdell. I finally played Everdell. I played Far Shore before.
Bree had wanted me to teach it, so I'm like, I'll play that. It's very similar.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah. And then that was cool. Now, this is another one that I was doing so bad. I'm like couple of turns in, I was like, okay, well, I need to end my season, start the next season. You guys are still playing in that first season for a long time. I'm like, what? But that happens a lot.
It happens a lot in this game. You can have a full first season and not play a single card. If you have no synergy in your cards, there's not really much you can do because you have two workers to go get things. It might not happen.
Mitts full of resources, and I would have I've got nothing. Like, what is going on? And because I had never played Everdell, I don't know what the cards are. I don't know what's coming up or what the potential is. So I was like, okay, don't get too whatever. This is gonna be like another Earth game, right?
And you're like, not again. But then you figured out you could give up because you had kind of a something that gave you a bunch of cards. So then I'm like, you can go here and get resources. So then you started flipping cards for resources, which gave you more cards, and then you kind of built an engine that way. And then you got really good combo cards after that.
Plus, I was able to build the queen for free. I was able to get the king for free, which allowed me to kind of add cards for free. And then I would go here and it's like, hey, you can, refill all of your cards. And then I would go here. He's like, you can discard all of your cards and trade them for resource. I would get resources and I would go back here, and because I had 2 of them, and I would refill all my cards. I'm like, hey, now what do I want to build? Like, it was like, so it worked in the end. I don't know if I won, but I was up there by the end. I
don't remember who
it just
won. I think we both beat Bruce. This was the only game I think we beat him.
I think it might have come to tiebreaker almost with this. Like, it was close.
Oh, I think you're right. I think that does sound like that happened. But yeah, no, it was, I just could see you getting frustrated. Then I'm like,
okay. And I'm trying to say, okay, here. Whatever. Yeah. Like, this is just for fun. Like, I'm not one that plays like to win, and I'm pissed if I don't win.
Yeah.
But it was like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah. But it's just like, with what I had and the way I played, and you bought every card I looked at before I could buy them. But in the end, I was like, I can't believe I pulled through. And honestly, it's kind of playing this again, then like the beginning of the game doesn't set the tone of the game per se. Totally. But yeah, and then it was getting late too, right? So maybe my patience was like
one of the last games of the night. So yeah, it was. Yeah, but it turned out good. Everybody did well.
Components are amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. Yeah. Otherwise, this game is great. I think Bree ended up buying it, didn't she?
Because the guy was selling it there. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you selling this game? He didn't answer me, but I'm like, and she had the child version of this, My Little Everdell. And she had bought it for her son, who's like, I think 12. And she's like, it's way too easy for him. I'm like, oh no, this will be totally fine for him. And she really liked it. So yeah, she got it.
Well, and her son is kind of an avid gamer. So yeah. And there was a few little expansions and stuff in there. So that was good.
Yeah, they had some extra cards in there.
Perfect. Right. So that was Everdell. And then we played Lemming Mafia. So now we're changing the frustration around. I adore this game. Carla has no idea what a lemming is.
On it. I was like, what is a lemming? And everyone's like, well, I didn't even say it. I just was like always confused, and I was about to look it up on my phone, but everybody knew what lemmings were. So I'm like, maybe I'll figure it out.
The goal is you want to jump off the bridge.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
But if you jump off the bridge sooner, that's not good. Your lemming's not going to win. She's like, what?
It just made no sense. And then they kind of are all, lemmings? They like just jump off bridges? And I'm like, what? Like, what? I was like, are these just kind of minion? Because that's kind of what they look like. But it was strange. But I mean, I didn't hate the game. I think it was because I didn't have a clue what these were. So I'm like, okay, so we're
it did like the goal didn't make sense for you. Why do you want to fall off the cliff? Like so and the explanation is like, well, because they're lemmings. You're like,
I'm like,
what?
So I was like thinking it's a type of animal like that maybe jumps into water, and I wanted to Google it on my phone, but I didn't want anyone to see me look up what is a lemming.
Oh my god. But this is one of those stupid crazy race that you've been on, basically. Uh-huh. This is a Bianca Amor game. Like, you will find this one at $9. Yes, that's where I bought my copy.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I bought my copy. And I was like, I think this is, and I was reading, I was like, I think this is going to be good. So when, I can't remember, was it Michael that suggested we play this? I was like, I'm in. I want to play this game so bad. And then we played it, and it was everything I ever hoped for and more. Yeah. And basically, you get missions card, and your mission cards will have different things. You want to have like 3 lemmings that don't complete the race, or maybe your mission is that red finishes before blue does. Or is eliminated before blue or something, and the different things like that. So, and then we're rolling this die to move the lemming to one, like the next section, like this whole board like is a map, and then it has like these little segments, and if it's like roll the blue lemming, then you move the blue lemming into the next segment, and you decide as the active player where you're going to place him. You can place him where he walks in concrete, and it puts a concrete block on his foot, and it slows him down. But if he gets a second concrete block, then he stops moving, he's solidified there, and he's eliminated. So my goal, I was trying to get a couple of lemmings to do that. So I was really pushing for the concrete on the feet. But then you can also land on the jackhammer that's going to kind of break off the concrete so they can get going again. Or you can land on a mafia desk where you can start like bidding on who you think the winning lemming is going to be. Now, I knew I was eliminating red and blue because those were my goal, that they had concrete feet. So I would bid on them first, because highest bid is the last one you add to the stack. So you want to add the lemming that you think is going to win closer to the end of the race, but not so far down that you don't get the chance to put your bid down. Mm-hmm. And the closer to the end of the race that you put your bid on the correct winning lemming is worth more points. So the whole thing was just so interesting.
It was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And fast. Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Very fast. And the components were so cool. Yeah. This 100% worth the $9 that I paid for. This would have been worth way more, right? But for $9, you should buy 5.
Right. So. And this was the end of our second day. This was our last day we played. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we're on to day 3 of our 4-day retreat. Mm-hmm. And we started with Beyond the Horizon.
Yes, this was one of your Shelf of Shame games that I had convinced you to buy because you wanted Beyond the Sun. And I'm like, I know there's a different version that isn't space themed. And it looks a little prettier than that one.
This one is civilization themed, yeah, which honestly appeals to me more.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I really liked it.
It was
and it's very similar. Twice. Yeah, you played it twice, like within a couple hours.
The same day, yeah.
Oh, no, I guess it was kind of near the end of the day, right? This was the beginning. But yeah, okay, that same day. But it's very similar with your player board, how you remove your reputation gameplay, and everything, population, I guess it's called, and stuff.
Yeah.
The tiles are just
very similar.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more fidgety because you're putting these tokens on your workers when you're putting them on the map, and you flip that over. You can 3D print something that'll hold that into place. Beyond the Sun has dice that you just shift over.
Right.
So
but you have you have a soldier or a settler. So there's different tokens for each one.
Yeah.
For this one. Mm-hmm.
But it was so good. Now, we learned it, we played it the first time. I taught it the second time. It's complex. There is a complexity to this game. It takes a moment to teach. It's one of those games that you want to kind of don't forget, this does this, this does this. There's a lot going on to it. You can concentrate on the technology track, which is so satisfying to do. You can concentrate on exploring the map and trying to get more that way, which is also very satisfying to do. And then depending on what you build and open up onto your board, there's more that you can accomplish each round. Mm-hmm. But all of that together makes it that it can be definitely a more complex game. This isn't one that I would be like, oh, you're brand new to gaming? You know what? This one is so good. Let's play this. You will lose that person to the hobby, and they're like, I never want to see a board game again.
Yeah, no, this isn't one you would show a newbie.
No. But once you kind of are more familiar with different mechanism and heavier game, or slightly heavier game, I don't know. This one flows so well that yes, it's a heavy game, but it doesn't feel like a heavy game. But it was good.
Yeah, once you get all the rules, it just sort of flows, and the turns are quick. Like you can't do a whole ton on your turn. Some turns are
well, you have
longer,
one worker. Like
yeah.
it's a worker placement. You have the one worker.
So
you go
you
and
do
move
that.
him and do the one thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you liked it because it was fun. I liked it too. And we ended up tying, and then you won the tiebreaker because you had
did we really? Nice.
Something left more than me. I forget what it was, but yeah.
That's funny. Mm-hmm. I forgot that. I don't even remember the score on any of these, but I just remember the gameplay was so good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So after this one, we went on to Park Life. So this is another charming game. I had played Park Life Hedgehog, which plays a lot like Park Life People Edition, but the People Edition adds a couple of more intricate cards, so it makes it a little bit more, not challenging, not better, but different.
Mm-hmm.
Had you played Park Life before?
I hadn't played the other one, so I didn't know a difference because this was the first one I played.
The main difference, just to kind of point out so you know what the difference is, with Hedgehog, you have all the same thing, but you don't have cards that will have different value depending on what you have already. Those are specific to the people. But it plays the same where the winning card has to discard card of your hand, and it affects on how long you're going to be playing tricks for.
Yeah. And for me, I think this will be a better multiplayer game just because with the two of us, if you're leading, you're going to try to basically, the other person is just going to kind of lose so that they have a bunch of cards in their hand after they're out of cards, then they can just play them out and kind of choose which one is what I kind of thought. But it did end up being like evened out. Like it wasn't.
It works at a 2-player game for sure. It definitely shines at a higher player game.
I think
playing People Edition would be even more satisfying if you had played Hedgehog first.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah. No, I hadn't played that. And we had tried to play it, but because I know it kept being in our pile when we'd have marathons, but it's a 3-player. And so it was mostly just you and I, so we couldn't get that played. But no, I definitely want to try this with like at least 3, if not 4. And I think it goes up to 5, this one.
As far as trick-taking game, either edition, the discarding with your winnings, so kind of making it, because it also is the score of the points you collect. So if you win with the 1, you only discard 1 card, but you only get 1 point. So it works so well. Like it is such a neat, interesting trick-taking game. I really, really like this game. But yeah, 2 players playing People Edition first, and this one will just get better the more you play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
All right. After Park Life, we went on to Sanibel. So this one was me, you, and Brent. This is Elizabeth Hargrave's newest game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. It was really neat.
It's a neat one. I wasn't impressed with the components because the cardboard is really thin. But then you had mentioned after the way you're putting it in your bag and stuff, and there's so many of them on the beach that if they were like thick and chunky, they would take up too much room on there.
It's not bad quality cardboard.
No, it's not bad.
But it's not one that you look like, whoa, this is a great quality cardboard. It's normal quality cardboard. This game, deluxeified though.
Yeah, if they could make some thin acrylic ones,
wouldn't that be just cool. Unreal?
Yeah. That'd be neat. Yeah. But you're basically walking up a beach and then back down and collecting these seashells and like starfish and things and just placing them in your bag, and they all kind of fall to the bottom or they attach to something.
Just to point out, there's not a physical bag. The bag is a board.
No, it's your board. So you're laying these tiles in your bag, but they have to you have to imagine it's upright and they have to go to the bottom or touch something above, like below them kind of thing.
They have to land on something as they build up. Yeah.
Yeah. And they can block areas if you place them in a way, but they're all kind of a different type of set collection. And it's just what are you going to go for, and typically how I play a first game of this is I go for everything, and it doesn't work that way because you need to go for a few things, but it's still a neat game because you also have these little funny shaped scoring tiles that when you get halfway or to the end of the beach before you come back, you get to place them, and you need to have planned them out before then.
Yeah.
And I was the first one that got to the beach, so I got to place both my tiles.
Yes.
Whereas only one person does, but one of them counted as nothing, and the other one just gave me a bonus. It wasn't even end game, so I was like, oh, that was a waste because I hadn't really planned. Because they're very funny shaped, so you have to make sure they fit.
Yeah, they gotta fit very specifically for sure.
Yeah.
No, this was a very neat like tile puzzly laying game. We played a few of those that weekend, and this one is definitely a very neat version of that type of mechanic.
Yeah, somebody needs to make a good solo mode. There's a fan made one that didn't really make sense.
That's what you said.
But I'm surprised she didn't put a solo mode in this. She usually does in her games, so I was kind of shocked, but
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
All righty, so that was Sanibel. Now, the next one that we played after that was Sauros. So, now this is like your second time playing Sauros, was it?
Yeah.
So, how did that change for you? Because Sauros is a trick-taking, tile-laying game.
Well, I really liked it the first time, and I mean I liked it this time. I didn't do as well this time, but we kind of got cut short with this game because I think people had been promised to other games.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a full game in, but I still really enjoy it. It's such a neat way of playing a trick-taking game. You have tiles in the middle, all face down, and you grab, I think, 7 or 8, and you kind of place them face up, and then somebody will start and they flip a tile in the middle, and that'll be trump. They play a tile, and you have to, like a normal trick-taking game, you have to follow lead, and if you don't have it, you can sluff or trump it. And then once all of them are played, whoever won the trick gets to keep their tile plus grab another tile, either the trump tile or somebody else's that they played, and they can place them in their little the player mats are nice. They're the what's that material called? Neoprene mats, and they're all differently shaped, so it's neat too, because you're going to trade them every round and have a different one. But how you score them is like different, like some of whoever has the most eggs on their player board, and some of the teeth want to be next to, bones want to be next to eggs, right? And teeth want to be in pairs. Is that right? Or they want to be single? But it's
so teeth wants to be single, feet wants to be in pairs, but not in triples. Like they want to be even numbers. Bones wants to be next to eggs. Eggs just wants to be the majority. Yeah.
So you have your trick taking, your tile laying, and your spatial awareness of tiles. It's not just throwing them on your mat. You're doing it strategically so that you can score the most points.
But they have to touch what was there before too. So you kind of, Yeah,
no, it's a neat one. Really cool.
It's super fun.
And did you kickstart this one?
Yes, this was one that was on Kickstarter, so I backed it. I believe it's a Canadian designer because it was on the Canadian kind of chat group on Instagram that I saw. He had kind of talked about his game, and I'm like, oh, trick taking, I'm in. Then add something like special and unique to this one, I'm like triple in. And I have no regrets with this game. Plus the components. How satisfying is it?
Oh, yeah. They're thick, chunky tiles. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Very neat. Yes. No, I did love this one.
Perfect. So after that, we went and we played Shackleton Base. Yes.
So this one I had been wanting to play for a while. I didn't want to purchase this game because I wanted to see if it was really good, because people are raving about this one. So finally got to learn it, and Stephen taught us both this with Bruce. And it was a fail for me. I think for you, you will probably the next time you play it.
It started off rough.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those games that's like, what are we trying to do here? Like it's another, like, your first game probably be a throwaway game. Like, and there's so much going on and people are doing different things and it's just like.
Well, and over halfway through, we started to like get a lot more points and a lot more things going, but I still didn't enjoy what I was doing. I just kind of figured it out.
Right.
And it was like, okay, when is it over?
The beginning of this game, I was not loving it.
No.
Then partway through, there's a comet coming to the sky, and it's coming for where my one single thing I've built is. And it's like, hey, you're about to lose absolutely everything that you bothered to do the first half of the game. And I'm like, freaking kidding me? It's like, unless you cover all of these up and you stop the comet. And I was like, I'm freaking stopping that comet. So, and kind of getting that, like, now that I had a focus, and because there's a lot of different things. You could do this, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. And then you could go with this, and then, but once it's like, freaking comet, I'm coming for you, then I had the focus, and it kind of gave me guidance in the game. The game got fun for me. So by the end, I wasn't hating it anymore. I didn't do well. Like, I managed to keep my one little tiny thing while everybody else had like all these different things. So I'm like not competition in this game. But it was like the first half was so aimless for me because I didn't know what I should be trying to do, that it wasn't as enjoyable until as I like concentrated on that comet that's going to destroy my one base. So
yeah. No, I knew as he was teaching it, I'm like, oh no, what have I done? I'm going to be here for 2 to 3 more hours.
It is, I mean, it's a heavy game. It's a longer game. Yeah. We played with Bruce and with Steven. So, of course, I'm assuming Bruce won.
No, Steven won this one.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah. That's
but I mean, like, it was like,
but Bruce
they were playing their game. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was those two,
and, even,
and then
by
us.
the end, I was kind of back in, like, I caught up like a little bit. Then everybody bypassed me or whatever, but.
Yeah, no, like, even when I started kind of doing good, I still didn't enjoy it. So I'm like, that's how I know. I mean, even though like I'm catching up in points and stuff, it's just not for me. It's probably a really, I mean, it is a well-liked game and people absolutely love it. But I know it's just not, I don't know. If it was rethemed, I don't even know if I would like what I was doing. But
yeah,
it's a very replayable game because we played with 3 factions and there's like 15 in the game that you can mix and match. So
my God.
Completely changes the game and you'd have to completely learn those factions. So and they're not factions, they're called the build. No, what I don't remember.
Like they're industries on this planet that we're developing or something. Like if I would play this again, or if I was asked to play this again, I would play it again.
Yeah. Would you buy it?
I would enjoy it more. I would not win. I will probably never win this game. I'm not great at like these type of area control. Would I buy it? Okay, you know me, probably. Like, honestly, probably. But would I buy it and play it all the time? No, I would buy it.
If I won it, I would just give it to you. I wouldn't even keep it if I won it.
It, like, to me, I would put this in the same category kind of as the Galaxy Cruise one.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
A little, very loosely, but definitely prefer the Galaxy Cruise. But I put it
in the category as SETI, and I think I'd rather play SETI than this one. And I didn't like
SETI better, yeah. But, and then I loved SETI.
Yeah, no, I liked Galactic Cruise.
This one, like, my second play of this, I will definitely like it better.
Yeah.
And there was so much I was, like, completely forgetting. Like, there's a lot going on with this game. And it's one of those games that if, you know, like, again, if you're like, hey, it's my turn, I'm teaching this game, let me explain what I'm doing, my concept, or like, Rattle teach me this game, and I would have a better understanding and know what to do. but then you're revealing your hand, like you're not playing to win anymore, right?
Yeah.
But I think these kind of game, if you're going to play with new players and you want them to enjoy it just as much as you do, and they're not super heavy game, rattle teach this game, if you know what I mean. Explain what you're doing as you're doing and your kind of process, and be like, okay, I see what you're doing. What do I want to do? Because you can play this game completely different, even though we're all playing the same game.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, no. If the option was like, hey, want to play this game, I would say yes. And if they're like, hey, we have this wicked deal on this game, do you want to buy it? I would say yes. Would I teach it and play it? It would take a while before it would hit the table, probably. So I probably shouldn't buy it. But yeah.
I definitely won't.
So Shackleton
But
Base.
Glad I got to play it, because I had considered buying it just to try it, and so that would have been a waste. So I'm glad. That's what's nice about little retreats and conventions, is you can try things that you maybe want, like Druids of Edora. I'll definitely get at some point, but this one, no.
This one, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we finished the night with Magical Athlete.
Yeah. Well, you had actually played Horizon again. I played Viticulture with the new Bordeaux board, which was awesome. And then after that, we played this one. And this was like a little race game. This was fun. I'm looking at it, I'm like,
this
hey,
I know in this is a roll and with move. Hot Streak.
Oh, yeah. But I like this better than Hot Streak.
Yeah.
Even though it's a roll and move, which does not sound appealing, but it's so goofy of a roll and move, because you each have these characters that do the weirdest things, and so you do roll the dice and move, but you might move in a different way, and you might trip someone. Someone might trip you. A banana might make you slip. You were the banana, weren't you? And
no, I think Bree was the banana.
Bree was the banana, right? And
so, I was the scoocher. Like, I was a dog. So every time somebody used their special ability, I'd scooch one space ahead. Which is great until you hit the one that sends you back 4 times, and then you hit it 3 times. Yeah. Like,
it's goofy. It's perfect for the end of the night, because you don't really need to use your brain in this one.
No, 100%.
There's not a whole lot of strategy. It's just which ability am I going to choose for this game? Because you play 3. And so you have 3 cards, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll just be this goofball this time and try to do my best.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny.
It's a ridiculous, stupid game.
Yeah.
And it's so stupid, it's funny.
Yeah.
And you can't help but having fun. But it's not one that would be like, oh my God, you want to like play a great game that's so satisfying to play? Let's play this. Like, just go in that this is going to be stupid and expect it to be stupid, but it's so stupid, it's fun. So yeah, no, it was a great way of definitely to end the game. Mostly after the heavier game we had played, this was a brain cleanser.
Yep.
Perfect. So now we are on day. Was that a third day? Are we on the third day now?
That was our third day. We each had played a couple after this, but then they were different. So then we
because I played Coup.
Yeah.
And then like a reasonable person, I went to bed and got 5 hours of sleep. But I went to bed at like 2 a.m. Yuki went to bed, it was like 3:30 a.m. or something.
3:30. I played Forestry. I taught 2 other people, and then I had a game of Bunny Kingdom.
See, and I sat down for Forestry, and as you're setting up, I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like, somebody came and looks like, did you want to play? You could totally take my spot. And then you're like, you don't have to play if you don't want to. I was like, I really don't want to play this. I was like, it's not a small game. Like, it was a lot of stuff going on into it. I'm like, I don't want to do this now.
Yeah. It was a Euro game. To pull out a Euro game at 1 a.m, it's kind of might have been midnight-ish, but I just knew, because it's an hour-long one, it's a heavy one, but it plays in a short time. So I'm like, and I had just like a second wind going, so I was like, okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that second win. That win missed me. All right. So then afterwards, we played Clans of Caledonia. Now we played
the next day. This is the
next day. Yeah. So we're on day 4 now. Clans of Caledonia. Now it was the Industria, but we didn't play with the Industria, correct?
No, I didn't because I didn't refresh on it, and I had only like tried it two-handed. I hadn't played a solo or anything, so I'm like, that would be just a rough. I'd be flipping back and forth to the rules, so I'm like, let's just play base.
And it's day 4. Like, it's day 4 of a lot of board gaming days.
Yeah. And it was awesome. I mean, I love this game so much. You enjoyed it too, yeah.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah. Maybe because, I had that 5-hour sleep refresh. Yeah. But it was just very satisfying. Like, it's very much like, hey, you collect these resources. Now you can build these buildings so you can turn these resources into these better resources. And you're kind of like doing all of this. It's just very satisfying to accomplish all these little things. And compared to other people, I have no idea how I'm doing compared to them, but I'm having fun, like doing these little things. I had upgraded all of my guys, and I'm making all of this money, which turned out was 10-1. I thought it was 1-1. I'm like, what did I get all this money for? But
it usually helps because you can put more people and factories out.
Exactly. And that's what I ended up doing, just kind of like putting stuff out. But I don't even know who won.
I did. I ended up winning this one. But I just like how there's such a mesh of mechanics. You have like kind of a little bit of area control in the middle, not a huge part of the game. You have your farming, then you have like this market board, and then you're trying to complete contracts.
The market board definitely was cool too, yeah.
Yeah. And so there's just like tons of things going on, but your turns are super quick because you only do one action. And typically the one action is not a long thing. So you do your thing, you go around, you're like, okay, what am I do next? Oh, I might just do an upgrade. Click. Play $4, do an upgrade, and then it's like really fast turns, and then you just keep going until somebody passes, and then the other 3 will go until you all pass. So it's I don't know, it seems to flow so well, and it's such a neat game. But I had just played the Industria solo, and I've got it in my head now, and it's so good. it adds even more.
My one drawback with this game, my one little complaint that I would have with this game is when you're like, okay, I'm done, it puts you first person. And then the next person, okay, I'm done, it puts them next person. And we always kept trying to go clockwise. And it was like, oh, wait, no, it wasn't my turn. Like, the turn order was... Yeah, that one, just because like you're kind of watching, okay, great, she went, I went, and it's like, it's not your turn, let me undo all of this. Okay, let me do it again. Like that's the one tiny, which I think is very common with that type of.
Anytime the turn order changes, it's like.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something to be said with just going around, round and round and round. Yeah. Like that, there's a simplicity to that for sure. But I mean, like, I get the benefit of like taking your turn last. Or kind of stop ending your turn. Like, it needs to be that way, but we need to have, like, I don't know, big flags, like, number 1. Like, okay.
Change positions, move your boards. No, that would be annoying.
Oh, my God.
The boards have, like, 100 tokens on them. Lift them up. Ah, shoot.
That's funny. Yeah. But, yeah, otherwise, such a neat game. I really, really like this one. Perfect. So that was Clans of Caledonia. I have the Industria there, even though we weren't really playing the Industria. And then we played our last game of the retreat. And honestly, like, we could have played...
You're missing one.
Am I?
You're missing the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, no, I have it here.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, because technically I think we played the Lord of the Rings first.
Yes,
before
we did.
Caledonia. So this one fell out of order a little bit. But yes, we played Lord of the Ring, the Two Towers trick-taking game. And had you played this before, or this was your first time?
No, I played the first version. Like the Fellowship, is it called? No, what's the first one called now? I forget. But yeah, so it is like similar, but I really like it. It is neat because Brent's like, we're playing this game, let's go. So we played I felt like we played like 6-7 times, but I think you recorded it was only 4.
I think 4.
Yeah.
And we failed half at least, maybe more.
Yeah, there was, and it's
Maybe.
funny because you and I, like, I mean, we're
Yeah,
trick takers, but I assumed that those two were like hardcore trick takers, but we
I
kept
did
doing all
too.
the right things and they were messing up.
I'm
And they're
like,
like, oh, yeah, this is, I'm like, okay, I'm glad
mind
it's not
you,
me messing up.
right. There is also you got to follow suit.
Yeah.
So, which I think at first we're like, oh, that's because like, okay, I know you want to win this trick. I would love for you to win this trick, but I need to follow suit. You're not winning this trick. So now you're not getting all the mountain cards that you need. And it was really cool because each time we play, like it changes the chapter and you get something different for the character. Like you could change the characters. Each character needs to do something different. It plays very much like the crew, really.
Yeah.
But it's Lord of the Rings themed. And I've owned this game. I've played it, me and Lee, just 2 players, and we enjoyed it. 4 players was good. I really enjoyed it as well. I haven't played the first one. I ordered the first one. It showed up in French, which is fine for me, not fully, so I returned it. But it's neat now, and it's neat when it works. It needs when it works not too well. I have played the crew where the person I was playing with just totally didn't grasp it. It was like, okay, he needs to win this one. I'm going to play the lowest one so he can play a higher one, then he's going to win. And then he played something else. I was like, don't you have something higher than that? And he's like, yeah. Aren't you supposed to win this trick? Oh, yeah. And we won not a single hand. And I was like, I don't know if I've ever got the crew back to the table, and I should. Because I mean, I
love it. Yeah.
So I would like it, but it was just such a like pick who you play this with.
Yeah.
It'd be like, I've never played
when you're
trick
playing a cooperative trick taking game, you don't really want to play that with a new trick
taker. Yeah. It's not gonna work. And they're not gonna like it either.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And they'll be like, oh, I don't want to mess up, you know. That's what I thought these two were. I'm like, okay, these two are hardcore, so I'm gonna, really focus here. And here it's like, you and I didn't mess up once, I don't think. They're like, oh shoot. But we did win a few, so it was
yeah. So and it's so satisfying when you're successful.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was a fun one for sure. Lord of the Ring, the Two Towers, and it's scenario based. Like technically you can go, but you can play this again and again and again, and do the same one again and again, and it would just work. So
it doesn't matter if you know the scenario; you still have to make it work. So
exactly,
yeah,
neat, and it is kind of nice and follows the story like loosely with what you're trying to accomplish. But cool. All right, now we're on the last game of the day. And we played this one real quick, then it was starting to snow. We're up in the mountains.
Yeah.
We're like, and then
we could have stayed for maybe a couple more hours, but we saw the snow coming and we're like, okay, we better head out. Yeah.
You just never know. Plus, I have to drive, but then you still had to drive that much further afterwards too.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. And then we ended up with Timbertown.
Yes.
This one, first of all, components, like all these little bits that you can put, like these little beavers or the little boats or whatever they are. That is really cute. Really cute.
Yeah.
The puzzle aspect of this was so satisfying, I found.
Yeah, it's tricky too. It's not, you can't just place tiles wherever you want. It's a flowing river, so when they come off the river, they have to go in that exact column of where you put them.
So it starts, it's all in the first. You're going to draft, goes down that. But as it comes, like, okay, well, I really want it for over here, so I'll wait. But then you took it. Man. It's a very interesting puzzle to play.
Yeah. And you can reserve, if you have a raft, you can reserve tiles until they'll flow down to where you want them to come off.
At the cost of not putting something now, though.
Right, but then you get 2 tiles that round.
Oh, that's right.
You would take your normal one and that one.
Yeah.
You can also just pass if you're like, nothing's going to fit on my board. And then there's other things like the crane would let you take a tile and put it anywhere on your board if you have a crane. And then you can use a tile or a building resource to like connect tiles because they have to all connect properly. Like
you're creating like path, like you're creating a city, and that the street has to line up.
Yeah, they have to all connect, and they all score differently, kind of like in Cascadia. Each type of tile will have a different way of scoring, so it's very, very puzzly, but it's satisfying. I know I hadn't got to play it with somebody, so this was the first time, and it was neat. I really liked it.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. When was this one?
I think it's a 2025
like, is it a new
game? Yeah, I think 2025 it was. Because it was kind of out of stock for a long time before I could get it. And I know it was before January for sure that it came out. Might even be 2024, but I have to look that up.
Nice. But yeah, no, it was very, very cool. I did like it. I mean, it's a quick game. It was very quick, very simple. Is it a 2-player only game?
Yeah, it's only 2 players.
Nice. Yeah, and it works well for that. Now, I've uploaded real quick a picture of the room where we played because I think that is worth showing.
Yeah, that one.
One thing, like this is a YMCA campsite. So they have like kids camp that happens there. And you have the main cabin where we played that has the big open room. And then there's the little kind of dorm cabins that we stayed in. And then there's a bunch of different rooms. There's, a bunch of showers, bunch of bathrooms. And the main cabin, though, is really beautiful. Like the setup is beautiful there. But this is how it was looking all set up. So it's a big open room, tons of like wood. Like it's gorgeous. And I don't know if you can notice, but they ran like
you can
metal lines all through so that each table has its own light right above the table. There is nothing that's going to ruin your game event as bad lighting.
Yeah, no, and the lighting was perfect. It wasn't whatever it is, I don't know what kind, but it doesn't bug your eyes. Like you don't burn out from the light.
So they had a bunch of tables set up. They had other bunch of tables set up along the window, and that's where you would get up and go eat. And then by the kitchen, they had like the buffet. So the whole thing worked so well. It was it's a beautiful venue for this. And
and you can't tell from the picture, but the window you look out, which is like right ahead, is just like mountains and snow. So it doesn't, can't see the view right here, but it's just you're just surrounded by a beautiful view.
Well, and the backdrop that we have of our presentation is a picture from that view. Like
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
no, it was awesome. And everyone was so nice, and they're like, "Oh, hopefully you're coming next year." I'm like, "Oh, for sure. If the dates work for me, I'm in," because it was awesome. I didn't expect everything to be, I expected a retreat, 4 days of gaming, but I didn't think the food would be that fabulous, and the people, they were all awesome. Everybody was welcoming to play with anyone. It was just like a really cool group of people. I really liked
my one thing about this whole weekend that I would be like, that wasn't ideal, and you probably didn't care, but it was the chairs. The chairs were hard. And then this one day, I wore these pants that had a seam all along the back of my leg, and that was just digging in I should have gotten up and go put on pajama pants, like is what I should have done. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, oh my God, my legs were killing me because of that. But yes, otherwise the weekend was amazing. It was really nice for me to have you there. The year before I was invited, I don't remember who invited me. I knew some of the players there, but I didn't know anybody. So to have you there, and then me and you, when we get together for game, we're like, okay, we're playing games, prep the list, let's get going, back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And that was so great.
And then people joined us for games, so we got to meet almost everyone we played with. There was just a few that I didn't actually get to play with out of all those 30-ish other people, 35-ish other. But we played with a lot, so it was was neat.
It was great. Mm-hmm. It was amazing.
Yeah. So our next episode is we're going to talk games all about spring. Games that make us think of spring or feel like spring.
Yes.
Mostly because we're hoping our spring comes. It is April, and we barely are out of winter.
We get
here
a
in
day,
Alberta,
and then it disappears.
Yeah, we'll get a nice warm day, and we're like, it's here, and then we get a snowfall.
Yes.
It's decent today. It's supposed to be warm for the next couple of days, but then it's calling for some snow next week.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So we typically, lately in Alberta, we almost go from winter to summer. Like
honestly.
It ends and then it's warm. We don't really have a spring,
and we don't have that long of a summer. It's just winter holds on.
We have a couple months of summer. we do get some nice long falls now, but
yeah. Oh, true. Really like our winter was pretty mild, so at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we'll be talking about next time. But until then, where can people reach you, Mel?
So you can find me. Well, first of all, be sure to join our Discord.
Yeah.
So we'll have the links for that in the comments.
We're playing games now together on Mondays with Discord on BGA.
That's right.
So we actually just played Trois and Far Away on Monday. There's 3 of us there, and so we got games of that in. But yeah, it's fun. And I mean, people post games, just gamery things they're doing and stuff, and we just are a really cool community.
Matt created a whole D&D campaign for his kids for Easter.
I know.
Instead of the Easter egg hunt. I thought that's so cool.
So cool. Yeah. He should sell that. When I have grandkids, I want to buy one from him.
I want it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I couldn't be that clever.
Well, it's nice if somebody's clever for you.
Yeah.
For sure. So then you can also find me on Instagram at Mel's_boardgame_room. I'm also on Facebook, YouTube, and Bluesky under Mel's Board Game Room. And how about you, Carla? Where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram at boardgamespecialist, all one word, and Facebook, I have a page called Red Deer Board Game Fanatics. Well, until next time, thank you all for listening. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.